Hi, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Likes. I'm Shy.
And I'm Winter.
And we're back again, you guys. Episode 95.
Yes, sir. Very exciting.
5 to 100.
Yes, it is very, very exciting.
Yeah.
God bless America, all the things.
We're in the works of doing something for the 100th episode.
Yes.
We still have time to let you know, you guys, but we will be doing something exciting and fun, so be on the lookout for that.
Yes, please do. Yeah. Honestly, like, I barely made it to filming today. Like, I literally slept at Shy's house last night, woke up. We'll get into all of that after, but it's
made a nice breakfast on my griddle.
Yes. Did we already talk about the griddle?
No. Well, it's on Patreon. We have a Patreon where we filmed with we filmed some content on the griddle. Is it called a griddle?
Yeah, it's a griddle.
Yeah,
right?
so I think so. So it's like
It's a griddle.
I don't know. You know how TikTok will influence me? Like, it influenced everybody, honestly.
Yes.
I went straight, but I have a problem with buying from TikTok. I will go straight from TikTok to Amazon because I need my things in like 2 days. TikTok be playing.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes TikTok stuff comes pretty quickly, but
Really?
I just be like, no, but Amazon is quicker though.
Yeah. I'm like, I love the Prime. I pay for the Prime. But so we have a Patreon, so check that out since we're already talking about that. But yeah, we have a Patreon using the griddle.
We made what is it? Well, Shy wanted to make hibachi. I wanted to make butter pan, which is like basically the same shit.
Yeah. I wanted Benihana's real bad.
Yeah, we did like steak, chicken, a bunch of vegetables, and it was super good. Fried rice. I didn't eat the fried rice because there was shrimp in it, but whatever. But
she swears she allergic. Y'all, we laminated the cards. Look how official.
ASMR.
So we could take it off
ASMR.
and then do a new one.
Yeah,
Wow.
very professional.
Why did we not think of this 2 years ago?
I don't know, but elevating well, it's actually already open, but
Wait, you're lying.
I'm serious.
Well, I did it myself.
I could probably put some like light the edges or something.
No, you got to just put your hot ass breath on it and warm it up.
And melt it. But yeah, how's your week, man, Papa?
My week has been great. So I got my car, you guys. Oh, I wanted to shout out the guy who helped me. So I went through a broker. I feel like you've gone through a car broker before too. I think we went through the same one. I wanted to shout him out. Lifestyle Auto Group. He is on. It is literally at Lifestyle Auto Group on Instagram. You can DM him, call him. He took the hard work out of getting a car because it was so easy for me. I just went in, signed some paperwork, and called it a day. Yeah. So. Shout out to him for that because I didn't want to do no negotiating. I didn't want to do no haggling. I didn't want to go there and be like, look, I know you see the repo, but
right.
So I got a car and I like it. It's a 2025,
It's really, really like smart.
Oh, the car?
The car. We got.
It told me to take my phone out.
Yes, we got out the car yesterday, and it was like, "Excuse me, you forgot your phone." Literally, like, "Excuse me." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like, this is a little too Black Mirror for me.
Okay, you've been on a Black Mirror kick lately. But yeah, so I got my car, and I've just been like, honestly, very much inside, very much chilling with my friends, very much, just, yeah.
You came to my house the day before.
And I was inside and chilling with my friends. What are you talking about?
No, yeah, you were chilling, drunk. I didn't drink though.
Oh yeah, we had like 3-4 bottles of wine. It was like
like 6 bottles of wine.
Oh, was it?
Yes, it was like 6 bottles of wine. But well, start with your week. Go ahead.
I already started. That's really basically pretty much it. Like, so the last time we filmed Tuesday, we went to go see Clark's thing. We went out that night or whatever. Oh, we filmed for Just Us podcast Friday, so check that out as well. They already dropped their episode, but we filmed for them Friday. What else? And then, no, I just chilled the whole weekend. I feel like you had more of an eventful weekend than me. We had a girls' night, and I felt very whole, very filling. Like, it really did warm my heart because we just cooked. It was on a Sunday, and I hit Winter up, and I was just like, can you cook?
Yeah.
And we had baked chicken, mac and cheese, cabbage, cornbread, yams, sweet potatoes. It was a meal.
Yeah, it was definitely good. I love cooking for my friends, so I don't mind. I'm like, if you bring the ingredients, I could definitely cook up the food. Like, I don't mind at all. But everything was pretty good. Except for no shitty.
What? Oh, and like Sunday it turned into low-key a party. At first she thought it was just gonna be me and her there, and I invited like Clark and Shannon, and she invited Sasha and Taylor. So it was just a whole little watch old school movies.
It was that was like the best part. Watching all the like early 90s, early 90s, early 90s. Late
2000s.
late 90s movies.
Yeah.
We were watching like what Love Don't Cost a Thing.
Yeah.
What else did we watch?
What else did we watch? We watched Woo.
Yeah, we watched Woo
With Jada Pinkett.
I never seen Woo.
Yeah,
That was
me
my
neither.
first
No,
time
that's
seeing
funny.
Woo.
She low-key reminded me of you and Clark.
Yes.
Seemed like take a man on a wild ride on a
If y'all
date.
ain't never seen Woo, go watch it. It's like an older movie with Halle Berry in it. And Halle Berry. Jada Pinkett Smith. The fuck?
It was all the same back then.
Right. But yes, she reminded me of me. I'm like, she's nuts. And this is like literally what I have done on dates. I will take a man to like 18 different spots and just be like, can he hang? Is he cool? Like, is he down for an adventure? Whatever the case. Also, I took my weave out, y'all. Obviously, you could see the inches flourishing. But so we filmed for the Just Us podcast. Their episode 70 popped out and it was fun filming with them once again. They did really well. Definitely asked some messy questions and got some clips out of us for sure. But, you know, whatever.
I like the games they was playing. I'm going to have to steal some of those.
Yeah. The games were cute. The games were really good. And I like the positivity that they have, like, you know, on their show, too.
I feel like it really captured our friendship really well. So that's a good thing.
Yes. So, you know,
we went on there bickering.
Right. Episode 70, y'all. They're episode 70. But, yeah. And then what else did I do? Oh, my goodness. Okay, so I got to talk about... Damn, I did have me an eventful week.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah,
I really did.
I've been very peaceful, calm, cool, collected.
Yeah, I was kind of been going out a lot this week. I'm not gonna lie. Went out like 2 days in a row, and then I took one day off when they all came to my house, and I still cooked and still hung out with friends. And then yesterday was Cinco de Mayo, and really wasn't gonna do anything for Cinco de Mayo, but me and Shy ended up meeting up, going and getting some Mexican food. And then Lala had hit me up and was like, she was like, oh, Cinco is having like a family barbecue, like a family barbecue. She was like, yeah, like he's Mexican and black. So I'm like, okay, cool. So like they over there cooking, they having a carne asada, like, you feel me? So I'm over here like, okay, cool. Like we could do that. And then Lala's like, oh, but just letting you know, like he is going to be streaming for a couple hours, but then he's going to get off stream.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, like I'm imagining like, you know, a family party. He's, you know, streaming with the fam, like whatever. And then, you know, gets off and then whatever the case may be. So...
No, wait. So, but I stayed home because we had just went to a little Mexican spot right around the street from my house. And when she was just like, it's in Malibu, I was like,
yeah, it was in Malibu.
That's pretty far. I ain't going to
definitely far.
But I did hear the phone conversation and it really was like played to be like, this is going to be very chill, very like, you know, home, like family, just a little Cinco de Mayo thing. So the guy's name is Cinco too. Way to be on brand.
Jay Cinco.
Oh, Jay Cinco.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm pretty sure he goes by Cinco. But, what was I gonna say? So yeah, like that's what I'm imagining. I like didn't even know he was Mexican. So I'm like, you know, I'm excited. I can practice my Spanish with the familia. No, I'm just kidding.
Crying, yeah.
But so like it was like that's what was pitched to me. That's what Lala pitched to me. So go to Lala's house, whatever, link her, and then, you know, it's kind of getting a little later, and we're like, oh, like, let's stop by Nobu first, since that's already in Malibu, like, we'll just go to Nobu.
Cute little girl thing first.
Yeah, cute little girl thing with the girls, and then just, like, you know, go pull up to the family function, like, whatever the case. Oh, and, like, he was gonna have a mariachi band, so I'm thinking it's really just, like, some family shit, because, like, I've been around shit like that before. So, bro.
What?
We pull up to this freaking house in Malibu, hear the mariachi band. We see the mariachi band. They're like walking out. They're like taking a break or something. So we're like, okay, cool, whatever. Walking up, I'm like, okay. It's not giving family. It's really not giving family. Walk in. It's like 150 children. I say children because y'all know I'm grown, but
teeny boppers.
Yes,
they were all 12
for sure. Like 23s.
How did the mansion look? Was the house nice?
Oh, it was hella nice. It was like a big ass Malibu house, like whatever. But I mean, walk in and I'm just like, okay. And then I'm looking around, and I know I've been saying a lot of Black Mirror shit lately, but when I tell you it was like a Black Mirror episode, it was insane. I have never in my life seen so many streamers around each other. I'm not exaggerating when I say 50 people had to be streaming. And I'm talking about these people are streaming and they have a camera following them around. Everybody has their own camera following them around, and they're all having like these streamer interactions with each other. And it just was like so weird because it's like Bro, like at first, like the first, like I don't even know how long, there wasn't even like music playing. So everybody's just streaming. Like I swear to God, they need to make a Black Mirror episode like this.
Yeah.
Like, it was insane.
They probably already have one.
Bro, it was too much. So we're just like looking around like, okay, like this is actually nuts. Like
we're grown, they're streaming.
Right. Like I'm like so confused. Keep in mind, our generation, the millennials, we don't do the camera shit. Like, especially at like parties. You get what I mean? Like that's like the code. Like you don't pull out the phones, you don't pull out the cameras, especially in LA. Like
we would love a good kickback, yes.
Right, like we don't do that. So I'm over here like, oh gosh, like, you know, keep in mind, Lala had already told me like, oh, don't worry, like you're not gonna have to be on stream, like, cause he's just gonna be streaming. It's only gonna be for a little. So I'm like, I could duck and dodge a camera for a couple hours. Like, you know, I'm not really tripping off that. But it's everywhere. They're everywhere.
Yeah, not 50.
Right. So I'm like, oh my God, okay. But you know, I'm still like being personable. I'm being myself. Like I'm drunk. So like I'm like chatting with like the children, whatever, being the matriarch that I am. I'm just kidding. But
hello, kids.
Right. So then bro, I was like, yo, like, I know they're going to clip something of me. And of course they did. They clipped some shit of me. And it was this white boy who was hella funny, by the way. I forgot the white boy's name. What was it? Was it Max? It was like, something is nice. Because he had it tatted on him. And I kept saying, that's nice, that's nice. And he was like, I have that tatted on me. And I was like, why? Oh, Max is nice. His name is Max. So, okay, so he's insane. He's absolutely insane. He's just like one of those crazy ass white boys that's just like
that would be on Jackass back in the day.
100%, bro. He's running around with a Ciroc bottle like, you want a shot? You want a shot? I'm like, nobody wants a shot of Ciroc. Like, no shade, but nobody wants a shot of Ciroc. But like, he was actually hella funny. But then they had clipped something of like us in the kitchen or some shit, and he had did something that really like bothered me. He was like, turn around. Like trying to like turn me around to like show my ass to the camera. Yeah. And I know he was drunk, you know, just drunk, like probably trying to be funny, like whatever, like, but I was like, no. I was like, whatever. I said something. So then there was a clip of Winter crashing out. I wasn't crashing out. I was like, whatever. But
people have misconstrued what crash out means nowadays.
That's the clickbait.
And everything. It's so crazy because everything is such a viral moment in the streaming household.
Right.
I can't imagine. They're looking for everything. They're looking for anything. Like underneath the microscope would be crazy when you're just supposed to be kicking back, getting drunk and vibing.
Right. No, but he was hella cool. It's no bad blood with him because like some people were in the comments like he was being weird and
he was doing too much.
But nah, he's cool. He's cool in my book for sure.
It just looked like I seen the clip. It just looked like you were uncomfortable. It just looked like you were just like, okay, you know.
Yeah, but it
didn't look like you was crashing out.
You know how it is when like you have like drunk people around you just like doing the most. Keep in mind, you know I was drunk as hell too. Once I get to calling people bitches, you know I'm drunk as hell.
You do that sober. I don't know what you're talking about.
But when I'm drunk, it just be flying out of me. Like I'll call anybody bitch.
Like,
crazy.
I'd be in the back like she don't mean it. She don't mean it.
Right. But no, yeah. But it was an experience. It was an experience. It was not an experience I want to experience again. Yeah. And then, oh my God, this corny ass shit, bro.
I'm glad I didn't go. I would have been annoyed.
Oh, you would have been. Oh no, you would have hated it. You would have hated it.
So annoyed.
Like I was like, you know, trying to make the best, and like some of his family was around, so I was like, you know, obviously, like I'm gonna like be. Hola, hey.
Yeah. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien.
But what else? Oh my gosh, bro. I don't even want to bring this up. So
bring it up.
Something that irritated me was keep in mind, bro, there's so many fucking cameras around. Like I already like don't want no weird shit like with me online. Like don't do nothing. But there's this boy there, which it ain't no bad blood with him or anything, but this shit really did irritate me and I did kind of get into it with him. He is somebody who I went on a date with, I don't know, maybe like 3 years ago or something. Cause like he's cool. He has a nice little personality and whatever the case may be. So we had went on one date, you know, talked a little bit. It wasn't really my vibe. Like I don't really do the social media type guy. So that just was the end of that. And then I think he had came to my house one time, like whatever, like probably around the time we were talking, like we never slept together. Like I don't even think we ever kissed.
I'm not gonna lie, Factor has been saving me lately. I don't always have the time or energy to cook, but I still wanna eat good and feel good. I just pop the meal in the microwave for 2 minutes and boom, done. No dishes, no prep, no stress.
The meals actually taste good too. Like not just good for a meal plan good. That jalapeno cheddar chicken, fire. And the green chili beef bowl, I've been low-key craving that on repeat.
They make it easy to stick to whatever goals you have. I usually go for the Calorie Smart or the Protein Plus options, but they've also got keto, vegan, and other stuff just to fit any lifestyle. And there's 45 meals to pick from every single week, so it never gets repetitive.
They even got breakfast, lunches, snacks, and desserts, which I love because I'm always grabbing something on the go. It just takes the guesswork out of eating, right? Especially when I've got a million things going on between tour stuff, content days, and just life.
Go get your life together, starting with your meals. Get started at factormeals.com/behindthelikes50 off. Use code behindthelikes50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's factormeals.com/behindthelikes50 off. Code behindthelikes50 off.
So whatever, he like came to my house one time. Like we've never had sex. We've never even kissed. Like but it was a good date. We had a good date though. Like So, anyways, I get there and he's like, keep in mind, remember, there's hella cameras around, and he's like,
is he one of the streamers?
Yeah, he's a streamer. Okay. I guess he's a freaking streamer now. He's like, oh yeah, Winter, how are the cats? Don't be trying to act like you just be up in my house.
Yes.
Like you trying to dry snitch some shit.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I flat outside. I said, we went on one day. You do not know my cats like that.
You said that on the camera on the stream?
I don't know if the cameras was there. But there were so many cameras around. Like I was like, anybody could catch this shit. You feel me? I'm like, don't be acting like you know my kids like that. You don't know my kids like that. You feel me? Like, that one side.
Also, you could be like, oh, you only see him on social media. Be like, you can see him on social media. Also, it'd be like that, like we said earlier, like how when a girl knows a guy's like real name, his government name versus like his street name, it'd be like, hey, JC.
Right, like, girl.
Oh, wait, what's Gunna's real name?
Right. Oh, Sergio.
Oh, I'm like, okay, you know him.
Right,
we get you know him.
We get it, y'all besties. But
no, that could be awkward because that's literally goes in hand what we were talking about last week when somebody's like lying on your name or saying that y'all had sex or doing like insinuating things that don't put you to my name.
So that had already irritated me with him earlier, but I was like, I'm gonna drop it like blah blah blah.
Did that happen when you walked right in?
It kind of happened like right when we came in. So I was like, I'm gonna drop it, blah blah blah. So then we only were at that party for like an hour and a half. So then I go into the kitchen because like I forgot what I was doing. I was getting a beer. Keep in mind I was drinking a beer because all they had was tequila. They didn't have nothing like no juice, no nothing. I'm like, shit, I'll drink a beer, whatever. So
you know you at a party with kids.
Right. So bruh, I see that there's no camera up by him, right? And I walk into the kitchen and the cameraman picked the camera up. And I said, no, like you could shit, like da da. And he's like, you're at a party full of streamers. Like, what do you expect? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, y'all been here for 3 hours. So why are you trying to act like you don't know what's going on? I said, first of all, we've been here for an hour, babe. And I did not know this was no fucking streamer party because I wouldn't be here with you goddamn nerds. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Oh, I get why you explain like y'all relationship ahead of time because it's just like, it really was, no, that would have
And then I'm like, don't be trying to act like I knew I was, you don't know that because this is not what I was told, which I'm being cool, like, you feel me? But like, if you know anything about me, I'm a really private, like with my personal shit type of person, like outside of what I put onto the internet. Like, I don't like people knowing who I know and knowing what friendships I have with people in the industry or what rappers I know or what fucking, athletes I know or anything like that. You get like, I keep that shit pretty low. So I'm just used to not letting people record me. Like, even when I'm in the club, if I'm in the club with anybody, I'd be like, like this. Like,
and also when we go to a party, we go to rage, low-key.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We really want to have like a good time. We want to drink. We want to take shots. We want to do headstands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I'm
not thinking about the camera.
Yeah, and that's what's killing the club culture and just any culture in general, bro. We want to just have a good time and vibe out.
Right. Like, can I? Because I can't. I mean.
So was he recording the argument?
No, I don't think so. He wasn't. Because then
and you gotta be surprised too, because when they be having them little glasses,
girl,
recording that too.
Meta glasses. See, that shit scares me, bro. That scares.
I'll never forget. I went to a house party, and it was like an all white like house party, and it was like a few black people there. And like I noticed one of the black guys like had the Meta glasses, and I didn't want to call him out on his shit,
really,
because I'm like, it's only a few of us here. I'm not about to make you.
Like, make him the
weirdo.
What I'm
saying? I'm not about to make him the weirdo, but I kept my eyes on this nigga the whole night after that because I had seen him like putting on the glasses and doing like this.
What? You're lying. I want to get those actually.
I know. Yeah, I know. I've has 2 pairs, but it's like it only records for like a minute.
Can we steal them?
I know, right? Because I want to steal his other little thing too. But it only records for like a minute time. But I just remember like being like so creeped out at just like.
But you could clip the minutes together.
No, I know. Yeah, but like just being so creeped out at like just like.
Right.
And
like,
just like
what
you
are
would,
you doing?
yeah, what are you doing
Is
and
this a
why are you doing this? And I'm
fetish?
telling all of my friends because I'm
Right.
like, hey, look, make sure you don't do no wild shit around this man right here.
right.
But I'm not about to, because I want it to be like, hey, fucking weirdo right here has
right.
glasses and just recording
He's
us.
filming us.
Exactly, he's filming
Right,
us.
right.
Like, let people know. At least they have the cameras out there letting people know.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's true. But I just am like, I don't know. And then somebody had commented, why is Winter even around all the, she's 32 years old. I don't want to be around all them funky ass kids, y'all.
She was trying to vibe for Cinco.
Lala's my
De Mayo.
homegirl, and Lala is younger. Lala's like freaking 24 or 25 or some shit. So she's
Yeah.
young as hell. So like, but that's still my girl. I
Yeah.
have younger friends. Like Rhythm is younger than me, like whatever. I don't mind like kicking
Rhythm
it with
old, so
yeah, I don't mind kicking it with like younger girls who don't act like hella childish. You get what I mean? Like Lala don't really act super I mean, she does act young, but she has her own shit going on too.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I mean? She's not
Yeah.
like a bum ass little girl.
Yeah.
So, whatever. And Rhythm is an old soul for sure. So like she act like an auntie, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so that's pretty much what happened. And me and Sasha ended up going to Shy's house because my house was too far. Drunk as hell, just coming to Shy's house, getting half naked, getting in her bed, knocking out, going to sleep. And when she wakes up, you guys want me to cook you breakfast? And we're like, yes,
yay!
please.
I felt like a mom for
It
real.
was amazing. It was so great. But how lucky am I to have such a great best friend who just lets me come be drunk at her house anytime I want.
So would you go to a streaming party again?
No, absolutely not. I would I don't mind the stream thing, but it was just overwhelming. Like if it was
Yeah.
like one person streaming, okay, that's cool. Cause like I know where the camera is at, but it's 50 people all
Yeah.
around streaming. Like that's overwhelming. I'm like, okay, I don't know what toes I need to be on.
And maybe if you were aware of it being a streaming party before you walked in
And
there.
I was mentally prepared.
Yeah, mentally
Yeah.
prepared for it. Like, I could see, like, honestly, like, back on Fig, they're streaming. Like, I could see them doing something like that, but it being, like,
and remember
mature
when I
and-
got
yeah.
into shit even on there, like
Oh, yeah.
I have a crazy mouth, bro. Like I really do be saying wild shit. So it's like live is really like
Yeah.
those type of things are hard for me, especially when hella alcohol is involved. Like
Yeah.
remember I got just for saying shit on back on Fig? I'm like, bro, I ain't never living that shit down. But anyways, back to the sub. Social media. Oh, watch your red.
She really be
Watch
trying to
her.
pass it up.
Watch the red, y'all. I swear I did it.
So what I watch, I mean, well, I didn't watch anything. I don't think so. Besides those like old school movies, I've been reading, and I want to know if anybody else has read this because it's really a drag for me. I don't know why books have been a drag for me lately. So I'm reading "She's Not Sorry" by Mary Kubaka, or what I can't pronounce her last name. So
Kubika?
Kabuka probably. Let me know if y'all have read that, or if you are reading it currently, and if it gets better, or if the plot twist you up. Let me know.
So I finished Behind Her Eyes on Netflix today.
Crazy.
And right. Keep in mind, I always heard people say, oh my God, no, the plot twist is so crazy, so crazy. Like whatever. So the whole show, I'm like, it's going to be this. It's going to be this. This is what the plot twist is going to be. Nothing could have prepared me.
No.
Nothing
Nothing.
could have prepared me for that plot twist.
Yeah.
It was and then it creeped me out, bro. I was home alone. It was light outside, so and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm creeped out. Like, but
It's one of those shows that you think about years later and be like, damn.
right.
Yeah, no, literally. When she
Hell
told
no.
me she was watching it and I was like, you've never seen it?
No.
You have to finish.
I know.
It's insane. Like,
Yeah.
they need to do the same thing again with
Yeah.
another plot twist. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't
with
know.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely nothing I could have ever possibly
Ever
expected.
imagined.
Yeah. But that and then pretty much. Social media question of the week.
And I want to say where I got this from because last week, my mom is like a fan of the podcast. Shout out to you, Cynthia. So she gives me her little reviews after the episode sometimes. And she sent me a text and said, and this is where the social media question comes from, so that's why I'm reading it to you. She said, I just saw the podcast and it made me think your good sense has left and you... She said, I just seen the podcast and it made me think your good sense has left you and gone on vacation. Looks like a pattern and it seems like all the partying and drinking are impacting your finances as well as your reasoning. It's time to start making more responsible choices. You're no kid and blacking out within your 30s sounds really problematic. You're a young woman that is college kid stuff. I know you grown, you do whatever you want and I'm still a mom. You must do better. You are better. And so I responded like a man and said, I haven't blacked out in years.
Look, 1 week
One
earlier.
thing.
I
I
mean,
just focus on one thing. So it's like, I mean, I get it. I wasn't mad at it. I was like, I understand where you're coming from, but it's like, I be hard on myself already. So it's like, You ain't got to be all the time. But, like, I get where she was coming from because it does seem like I am, like, on, like, a little wild rampage, I guess, sometimes. But, no, people think,
really.
even just from my stories that I go out all the time, I'm like,
No, Shy
don't.
really be in the house with a book. So she do be chilling. I
do.
I don't agree with that. But you know, our moms think that of us.
Yeah,
anyways. Like,
yeah, they think we're alcoholic,
Yeah.
like fucking like raging.
Like, I'm
Well,
sorry, I had a life in my 30s,
Yeah,
and my
I'm
mom wanted to
sorry.
have a 10-year-old daughter.
Exactly.
Like,
I'm sorry, my mom had 5 kids at 30. Like, I'm sorry, married
We
with
live a
kids.
different
We live in different
life.
lives over here. But it made me come up with a social media question. Because she said, you know, those are things you do in your 20s versus your 30s. I said, so what are 3 things that were cool in your 20s but frowned upon as an adult? So, do you have any?
Yes. What are yours?
You can go.
We're doing 3, right?
Mm-hmm. I have 4, but you can do 3.
My first one is fighting.
Fighting?
Because
that's a good one for
when
you.
when I was in my 20s, I was knocking bitches' head between the dryer every chance I got. Like, I was just always in some type of something, ready to just fight with anybody. Like, not even like on the TV thing. Like, the TV thing for me was like nothing.
I'll never forget she slapped a girl one time and I didn't even know her that well.
I was trying to, like, on TV, y'all think y'all know what really the winter in her 20s. Y'all have no idea. But if you lived in LA when I was in my 20s and you were around, there are a lot of stories about me doing wild shit. But anyways, yeah, fighting.
Yeah. Mine is, one of them is dating drug dealers and scammers.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like in my 20s, like that was cool. It was fun. Like it was a good thing. It was like not a good thing to do, but like I wasn't looking for like stability or structure in my 20s. And now as an adult in my 30s, if that drug dealing business or that scamming business hasn't gone legit yet, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll even tell my friends if they're like that. I'm like, is this really
Is
somebody
this
you
something
can marry?
Yeah, you
like,
want to be
that's
on
what
the
I'm
fence all the
thinking
time.
of.
You want to be
Right.
scared. You want to be like, bro,
Doing
I'm not trying to
illegal
go to
shit?
jail for no
Right,
niggas. Like,
right.
no, I'm not trying to do that at all.
Right. Showing ass in every pic. Like, I really don't like to post my butt, but like when I was younger, like I would be showing a lot of ass, and like now I'm grown and like booty is bigger, body is tier.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know, I do keep it to a pretty good minimum. Like,
Yeah,
you
you
know
do.
what I mean? So
I agree with that. Yeah, I've gotten more reserved with that too, though. But I never really was out like that. But like, it's because I never could really twerk like that. Because if I did, I would post it.
Right.
Another one of mine is, well, I guess this goes hand in hand with the other one. Going out and blacking out every night. You know, that like I think it's cool to go out consistently in your 20s, but like I feel like I just needed a little bit more structure, because if I were to be as, you know, driven and focused as I am, I'm crying.
Looking at the lip lift.
If I were to be more consistent with doing this or doing something, like I would just like, being drunk and hungover takes up a lot of your time.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's fine to be free, live wild and carelessly when you're in your 20s, but once you're 30, it's just like, all right, I know better and I can't do that. And it actually is crippling. I be getting sick.
Yeah. No, I mean, not every night. I mean,
Yeah.
but honestly, this week I did go out quite a bit.
Yeah, and honestly, I've been thinking I'm a sociable person though. So it's
Right.
like I don't. Yeah, so
Like, I need a social life.
I need to socialize, but it's like I want to do other things besides the club now. Like I said, I had a blast at your house drinking
Right.
6 bottles of wine,
Which
and
is blacking out.
okay, yeah, but
in a different
yeah.
type of way.
like
you know?
the barbecue. Like I want to
Right.
go to tea times, crumpet. I don't
Right,
know. Like I
right.
just want to do different things now, and I think my 30s are, you know, prone to that. So
But
what's
I mean,
yours?
and that is what the older ladies do, though. We can't act like the older ladies aren't getting blacked out drunk. They are, but they're
Yeah.
doing it with martinis and
Yeah.
Xanax. People, like, come
Yeah.
on, they're still doing it just in a different way.
And
They're not in the club.
True. And I wanted to say, I don't think that it's like, because I seen another TikTok where she was just like, why are 20-year-olds glorifying like staying inside? Like, this is your time
Oh
to
my
rage and
God.
party, and like you can have those nighttime routines as well. But like, I completely agree. Like, take full advantage of being 20, being in your youth, because once you hit 30, they'd be like, people, not even you start to feel it, but other people around be like, you 30, you shouldn't be doing that. Like,
Right,
people put
right.
a time clock on you before you put one on yourself.
Right. I'm not going to name no names or nothing, but I know somebody who's young and she just want to be married and in the house, and she just be saying the most pick me shit, and it's just like,
Yeah.
girl, you're gonna have time to
Yeah,
do that.
you're going to have that
fun.
time.
Have a
Yeah.
hoe phase. Like, go
Yeah.
travel the world. You want to sit in the house up under some man so bad, you'll have time
you
to
have
do that.
time to do all of those things. And then when you're trying to do it so early, once you get in your 30s, you're gonna be like, damn, I missed out on that.
Right.
And now you're trying to be a hoe at 45,
And
and it just don't hit the same.
don't look right.
It don't look right. Wait, what's your third one?
My last one is being purposely toxic in relationships. And that is just because, like, you know, when you're young and you're like, whatever, I say, blah, blah, blah. I think that, you know, that's, you know, something that you just have to work on when you're whatever. Oh, and that was the last one. But I thought that this was good because this was like the remember that I had wrote for my birthday.
Oh, yeah. You want to read it?
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. So for my birthday, since I just turned 32, I had wrote a letter to my 22-year-old self, which is like 10 years ago. And yeah, I was gonna share it on my Instagram, but I didn't end up sharing it. But since we're talking about in your 20s and blah, 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 whatever, I'm gonna read it for y'all. I just thought about it.
Smart, cute.
It says, a message to my 22-year-old self. Today you turned 32. 10 years have gone by. You've realized that you actually didn't have all the answers then, and you're wise enough to know you definitely don't have them now. Stop calling 30-year-old girls old. They're not. And you're lucky to see your 30s. Self-respect can be lonely, but it's worth it and saves you a lot of heartache and time. Don't expect everyone to have your empathy or to be as understanding or to be as full as love. They never lied when they said you get more bees with honey, so be nice even when you think somebody is an idiot.
Very true.
I would say don't let the world make you hard, but I'm still working on that. Don't let outside people tell you who you are. You know who you are better than anyone. Count your blessings all the time and remember where you come from every step of the way. Everything gets so much better. So that's to the young 22-year-old girls. If you're, that's just something that you learn.
It gets better. It does. And with age comes wisdom.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, I've been loving, maturing, feeling my brain fully developing. It feels crazy.
Yeah, when you see things, you be like, and especially when you see growth within yourself and be like, I would have reacted to that completely differently.
Right.
I've been taking a lot more accountability lately.
Wow.
I'm proud of myself for that. Wait, did I have the third one? Was I think for me was.
Oh, did
I do 3?
I thought you did 3.
I think big friend circles. I think, and I don't think anything's wrong with that at all. Still to this day, 'cause I do have big friends, but I don't think, when you're in high school and college and you want everyone around, but I feel like being more selective with the quality of people I have around me. You can go way farther with good quality people in your life, and you don't need. It's like, what's it? Quality over quantity. And I think as in my 30s, I realized that you go farther with like-minded people and people who have the same kind of values.
I've never had huge friend groups. I had one friend group one time, and it was so fucking messy. It was can't do this. That was in the early 20s.
We would call the pretty chick clique PPC, and we used to go in the hallways.
Hey, okay.
PPC, PPC.
Let's get into some news, y'all. What's going on, y'all? Rihanna's pregnant with her 3rd baby.
Shout out to use the butt.
Right.
We need an album, Rihanna. We know you watch us.
I'm proud of her because you know what? That's probably what I want to do too. If I want to have multiple kids after I have my first, I'm going to just have to do it back to back. And I love that she's in her 30s and she's doing this on her time. And it gives the girls who are 31, 32, 33. It's okay, we don't have to be freaking out. We could do it. So I like that. I like that
shout
a lot.
out to her. Yeah, I would do the same thing. I'd pop them bitches out right back to back. When I was younger, I wanted 5. Now I'm the older I get, the more I wanted the same amount. Yeah. But now the older I get, the more I'm I could do it 2.
Right.
I refuse to have 1.
Even speaking of Rihanna, her and Ciara were photographed together at the Met Gala. A lot of people don't know, but Ciara and Rihanna had some huge ass beef on Twitter back in the day.
Oh yeah, Ciara said, you can't see me in the stage or the floor and
you can't see me on or off the stage.
Oh yeah, on or off the stage. And then Rihanna said, good luck booking that stage you speak of. Right. Rihanna clapbacks in 2011 and 10 and 12 were one to be remembered. Honestly, she was a clapback queen before that was even a thing.
Right. Yeah.
Speaking of that, the Met Gala looks. Yeah. Did you care about those?
Not really. Honestly, but I'm not. I'm not really super into fashion. There are people who look good. Oh, I love seeing Lauryn Hill at the Met Gala.
She did kill it.
I love Lauryn Hill. So
I was the epitome of not being able to dress, but on the sofa being I don't know. They could have left that blazer at home, right? Because the one I had was better.
Right. That video is going viral of Doechii yelling at her team.
Oh yeah. So she said, Doechii, you know how they have pictures when they leave the Met Gala hotel or whatever, the main one. So they have pictures when people leave out there. So a lot of celebrities like to hide their pictures because they don't want their outfits to be revealed before being on the actual Met Gala carpet.
Right.
So a lot of celebrities wear robes, do umbrellas, do the whole thing. So she had this big grand I don't even know what to call it.
I didn't even see anybody else have Was everybody leaving like that?
So a few people do, like, I think Cardi, she had umbrellas. Somebody else had like a robe. Like some people do like even outfit changes before. Some people just skip that whole process altogether. So she did the grand thing. Like she had a whole like little walking square thing hiding her outfit. So there's a video of like where paparazzi can see it when she walks out of the elevator. So they don't have the stuff ready. Her team doesn't have it. So she's saying that she starts yelling. She's like, "Get me another umbrella now. Yeah. She's like, I need 4 fucking umbrellas. So she's like going in on the team. And so people are calling her like a diva and being like, girl, humble yourself. You just want a Grammy. Like people are going in on her.
I mean, I understand though, because if stuff is supposed to be a certain way, make sure that shit is a certain way.
I was just about to say, I get it.
I understand that's a high stress moment.
It's a high stress environment, and I get in that moment. And I can guarantee you she probably felt bad after like relaxing and calming. I don't know her, but I know I've been in those moments before. And like I'm not even thinking of the person at the time. I'm thinking of like what I need to do in this moment to do the best that I can, and like to maneuver that. So I know I've been in positions where I've been like, I'm sorry for, overreacting in that moment. She did seem crazy, but like that's a high stress environment. If you ever watch those like Vogue Get Ready with Me, every single celebrity be like, this is the most stressful event of the year.
I mean, imagine how we be acting before our shows.
Bro, we be
like, what are you?
So. We don't be cursing people out, but it really is like, it really can be stressful. And like, she just got caught filmed. It was filmed, So it's like,
I mean, whatever. I love a diva moment. Oh, well.
Yeah. But as long as you
it is what it is. I mean, as long as she's not like an evil toad all the time.
Yeah,
like,
no, because you got to reel it back in sometimes. Because I remember for Atlanta, I apologize. Because I was just like, to Sam, because I was just like, when we on a time schedule, all this, what are we doing? Yeah. Let me know, like, where's this, and that.
All this
so,
tippity,
like, and then I was like, I know I was high strung, but I love you. Thanks.
Yeah, right. Flo Millie performs 9 days after giving birth. Fans say too soon. She says she wants to feel like herself. Fans question her man's financial status. But was it 9 days ago? Because I think she said it wasn't.
Yeah, I feel like the entitlement with people wanting to know what you got going on and like questioning what she do with her body. Like, why are you even questioning? Like, at the end of the day, postpartum is real. And whatever she has to do, whatever Flo Millie has to do to be herself in that situation, why are people questioning that to me?
Right. Like, I mean, why... Exactly. They're like, oh, what kind of man lets his... What if she wanted to do that?
Why are you talking about my man, bitch?
She's just been pregnant for hella long. Like, and if music is her passion and performing is her passion, she wants to do that. Yeah. Oh, well, like, what the fuck? And she getting paid. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
But in the same sense, I am also very much... I feel like I would be old school, too, because... I'm the type to be like, I don't think baby should be out the house for about 2-3 months. You know what I'm saying? But then there's like a lot of moms who bring their baby out 2 weeks. They say the pussy's still stitched up. So like, that's why people say that. But I just feel like y'all are not entitled to nobody else's, like whatever they doing, whatever they want to do. Why are you questioning that?
And
to
until
me?
I pop a baby out this pussy and I know what it feels like, and I don't know. So I ain't never gone through that. So I don't know what she got
and I'm not
on.
about to question another woman's motives about why she want to do. She got to feed her kids.
Right.
Bills don't stop, and now she got a new mouth to feed.
Right.
Leave Flo Millie alone.
Flo Millie shit.
What else? Hey y'all, let's talk about skincare. If you're like us and you're all about that healthy, hydrated, lit from within glow, then girl, it's time to level up your routine. We are officially obsessed with Buttah. This is a Black-owned skincare brand that really gets it. Like, they know every single skin type is different. And they've created products that meet you right where you are. No more guessing games or using random stuff that leaves your face confused.
One of our faves is the customizable skin kit. This one's a game changer. You literally build your own routine based on what your skin actually needs. So whether you're dealing with dryness, dullness, or just want to maintain your glow, you can tailor your products to fit you. And then there's the Supreme Customizable Skin Kit. This is for our skincare girlies who don't play when it comes to ingredients and results. It gives you even more product choices, more glow, and honestly, more luxury. Like, it's big self-care energy.
And the best part is all of these products are packed with nourishing ingredients. Think vitamin C, aloe, shea butter, and they feel so good on the skin. Buttah isn't just a skincare, it's a whole experience.
And listen, guys, we've got you covered. We've teamed up with Buttah to give our listeners a special hookup. Just hit the affiliate link in our episode description and start building your dream skincare routine today.
This is your sign to stop playing with your skincare and start treating it like the luxury it is. Click the link and get your Buttah.
Get into this glow and thank us later.
Ari says the classy aesthetic is being taken too far and aging people. Agree or disagree? I actually do agree because I just was thinking about that the other day.
I actually spoke on this on the podcast a few days ago. Or was it on this podcast? Not a few days. Or was it on my story? I said there's no in between. Like everything is like I'm going. I did speak about this on here. I'm working my 9 to 5, or I'm going to be a stripper. Like what's the in between for like just every day? And that goes hand in hand with them 20-year-olds like dressing like they going to HR.
No, but I mean, I do think that but I see people like overly trying to be classy who are like still, and I get it. Like, you know, you should be classy too, but like, why trench coat button all the way up to the top? Like, you know, it's just too much. Like, it really is. And I just recently saw somebody and I was like, I get you're trying to be classy or whatever the case may be, but it's just like, I know you. That's not you, baby.
Yeah.
What's going on? What's this aesthetic? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not trying to look like I'm dressed for a corporate meeting going to Walmart. I just don't get it, that aesthetic all the time. And I'm also not trying to look like I'm a stripper in lace outfits consistently either. Like, there needs to be a fine line between the two of it. And I'm just like, I don't understand what's the fine line.
Yeah, no, for sure not. But
another topic is Cam Newton says heterosexual men don't like women beyond sex. I don't think he said this.
He's gay.
I think old assistant. I think Sabrina wrote this, and I don't think it was Cam Newton that said it. I think it was his guest on the podcast who said that.
Oh, really?
Not you saying he's gay.
Sorry. Well, I mean, if you have that opinion, I think you're gay. But if he doesn't have that opinion, then sorry, Cam, you're not gay.
Yeah, so it says heterosexual men don't like women beyond sex. Agree or disagree?
I think straight men do.
Some men love sex with women but don't actually like their opinions, boundaries, or emotions. I've seen that a lot actually on TikTok. That men say that they want a homeboy in a girl's body.
I don't like that. I don't even like when girls act like boys, bro. Yeah. Like, you know when girls be acting like the homeboy, but they're straight though. Like, you know what girls I'm talking about? Like
the ones that be cleaning up the house?
No, like not one of those. Like a girl who is like super tomboyish.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why. I've just never been into like super tomboyish girls.
I like
unless she's gay, unless they're gay.
No, I'm not. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I kind of like the androgynous like look of women. I do like that, and I think it's so sexy that when a woman can pull that off, like I do like it. But when it's a whole personality, I like the switch up. I like the switch up. I like the switch up of it both. But like, I think it's sexy when a woman can like have that tomboy look, because I can't pull that shit off at all. I will look like a straight up dyke. I'm tall as hell, and I'm like, if I have Tim's on, I'm a lesbian about to eat some pussy. That's what I would look like. But I like it when women can do that. But no, I think that like it is weird for a man to say something like that, because what do you want a man? Just say that.
No,
you know what
that
is
what it is. What you mean you're not attracted to women but like beyond sex? If you're not emotionally attracted to a woman, you are gay. You are emotionally attracted to men. Just go have sex with men. Free yourself. Like free yourself. Yeah. Oh, you think pussy feels good? Butthole probably feels better.
Oh no, I don't know about that one.
It does.
It does.
I've been told many times that butthole feels better than
pussy.
Who
says that? Gay men.
No, a lot of people say butthole is tighter than the cooch. I mean, unless your booty hole's like blown out or something.
That is nasty. Yeah. I'm sorry, a man. That's just one thing I'm never gonna touch. Maybe on my wedding day I'll let a man like.
You are gay if you
prefer anal.
No.
Oh.
Okay.
First of all, everybody got an asshole.
Yeah.
So you really gotta be gay if you really prefer a man's asshole.
Right, because men be a little.
Because women got it too.
I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, right? But no, I really do think like if you are a man and you're like, yeah, the only thing I like about women is having sex with them, you are a homosexual man.
Because as a heterosexual, a heterosexual woman, as a heterosexuals, I love like the embodiment of like is that the word? Like everything about a man. Like I love a man's back. Like I love a man's demeanor. I love a man. Like I love a man.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying? Like,
I love a man.
I love a man. Like I love everything about a man. So that's why it's just like I don't understand when a man is like, oh, you know, if it's just a pussy that I like. No, like, then the aura, you know, of a woman, like the je ne sais quoi of a woman. You know what I'm saying? No, you gotta love more than just a pussy, because
no. And that's exactly why I know you're not straight. Like even with me, like I dib and dab. Like I think I'm attracted to women, whatever the case may be. But obviously I lean more towards men. So like I do understand like, you know, both sides, but there's no way in hell that I would be like, oh, the only thing I'm attracted to with a man is his penis.
Yeah, I might as well just get a dildo for all of that.
In that sense, I would be a lesbian.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I mean?
Oh my God. So this is
What?
random. So I was just scrolling and I seen this guy that I used to not talk to, or just like, he was like interested in me a while ago, and years ago. And I seen that he's doing gay porn now.
What?
Why I went to go search for it.
And was it good? Wait, he's doing gay porn?
So I couldn't find
Is he just
it.
gay for pay, or is he like, you think he's really gay?
So I couldn't find the gay porn, so to speak, but like just being butt naked with a man, showing his like butt and like having his like dick out with him and the homeboy.
And this is a man who tried to talk to you.
Yes. Isn't that
You
crazy?
be attracted to them DL niggas. That's why you got of them stories. See? Look, it's really her, y'all. It's not them. She's the problem. No, yeah, that is crazy though.
Isn't that crazy?
That is
And I was
crazy.
like, this is insane. So I was searching, like, yeah, no, it was wild.
Remember when I was there was this boy that I was like kind of talking to, and I was just trying to fish out of him like what I could about if he's ever done anything gay. So, you know, I'm like playing the like super cool, like, I'm fine with bi men and blah, blah, blah. And like whatever the case may be and la da da. And I'm like, yeah, like, what about you? Like, have you ever, and he told me that he sucked dick before. Yeah. But I mean, hey, he was really fine. But hey, I mean,
Wait,
Kanye.
who was that? Oh, Kanye is crazy.
I mean, no, but it wasn't Kanye. But anyways, yeah, sorry y'all if my energy is low. I really am like having very high anxiety today. It's because of my hangover. And yeah, I just feel like shit if I'm being honest. I texted Chai earlier. I was like, I really feel like I do not feel like filming, but we made it. We making it happen. We making it happen though. But
yeah, so the last one is Jaden Daniels. Remember we've talked about him before. Is he still in college? I don't know. Is he like
Who's
a first round
Jaden Daniels?
draft pick? The one with the mom. So I think he just got
I don't
drafted.
think that's fake news though, because I think that it was a family friend and they were just going out to dinner.
Oh, really? Because I was like, all right, this is getting a little too far.
With the mom being weird.
So they were like, the mom was the third wheel on a date. And I'm like, I put his age. I was like, this man is 24 years old. At what point does it become like an issue on her end?
Nah, I think that they were just going to dinner, because I saw something like somebody was like, this is fake news. Like, that's a family friend. And they were just all going to dinner. And I'm like, that makes kind of more sense, because, you know, they're fishing for the narrative for him and his mom, whatever. I mean, you know, a lot of guys don't even be having their mama around. So, like, you know what I mean?
And she invested all that time and that energy into that man for 24 years. It reminds me of, what was it, The Game with his mom, Tasha Mack, as a manager. That's what it really gives.
Like, always around. Ugh, I can't date no man whom I'm always around. Like, I'm cool. I could be cool with the mama, but like,
yeah, we need some balance. I seen this thing recently where it was like, I can't date a man who's the sole breadwinner of the family.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I usually do date the sole breadwinners of the family.
But like, other family members could have money too. Like, if they dead broke and he's the only one, then it's like an issue. Like, at
it's
least
annoying.
Yeah,
honestly, I have dated men like that where it's like, their family is so broke and they're so rich that they do so much for their family that they don't give me as much money.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, and then if they do give you money, if they do give you bags and this and that, the whole family looking like, well, why are you spending on that Chanel on that bitch?
Oh, and I don't want to, I'm not going to say no names or nothing, but I know somebody whose mother controls his finances and will go through his finances and say, why would you spend this on her? Why would you spend this much on her? And why did she need this for this much money? See, baby, you can't be no, my man's expensive because I want what I want. That's it, period. Yeah. But, also I forgot to tell them when we were talking about our week, y'all, why did I run into Drewski last night? And, I felt like I bullied him out his phone number.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh yeah, you ran into my co-host, like, you're supposed to come on the show, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, we still want you to come on the show, da da da. And he was like, oh yeah, let me get your number. And I was like, no, let me put my number in your phone right now and call myself. Like,
because legitimately, I met him when we first started filming the pod, and I had no shame in my game. I walked up to him and was like,
yeah,
hey, we have this great new podcast. And he was very much like, yeah, I'm all for the love. I was like, because we ain't got a budget for you because we just started this. He was like, yeah, I'm all for the love, this and that. Never heard from him.
Never heard from the man.
I said,
so
look,
I was
if you
like,
love
you
us,
gonna
let
talk
us
to
know.
me. You gonna talk to us.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna bother him. I'm not gonna text him. I'm like,
Give it to me.
I'm like, did I bully that boy out his phone number?
Yes, and men have done that to us plenty of times.
I said, matter of fact, I'm gonna call it right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's ringing.
Drewski.
Right. But he was cool though. But I was just, Juicy's so funny. Juicy, come on the pod, please.
Come on the pod. We know you watch it.
Right. Help us. Help us.
Help us help you help each other.
Right. I'll give you some. No, I'm just kidding.
I said that too. I said, look, I was like, my homegirl should give you some head. I'm just kidding.
I'm crying. But anyways, let's get into some advice.
Yeah, but before we get into that advice, you guys, I wanted to remind you that we are having a live show in Virginia Beach, June 19th. So be sure to get those tickets. They are the link in our bio. They have a description. Go on our website. They are there, you guys. We don't want them to sell out before you get your tickets because we are always sold out when these shows come around, honey.
Period.
So get that as soon as you can.
And also,
June 19th.
Yes. And also, please make sure you guys check out the Patreon. We got some new Patreon content up there for y'all. And I had just got actually offered for us to go to a puppy yoga class.
A puppy yoga?
Yes. Like, when the puppies are running around.
That's some good content. That's some good content.
I want to film that for the Patreon. Hopefully ASAP, but we're going to figure that out.
Yeah.
And then,
that'd be cute.
Yeah, let's get into some adviciana.
I'm not a fan of puppies, though.
Huh?
What?
You don't like puppies?
I don't mind puppies. The dogs,
What are
the
you,
big
a
ones.
sociopath? It's a puppy, though.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to read it?
You can read it.
You want me to? Advice, y'all. This is long as hell, but let's see if the grammar is good. Let's see about this grammar, y'all. So I wrote in a while asking for advice, and I finally found someone. He's sweet, consistent, spoils me, really loves me, and cares for me, and he has a real job. He's not a trap bum, LOL. We've been talking for about 3 months now and have already met each other's family. He checks off so many things I want in a guy. But here's the catch. He's super insecure and struggles with his emotions after his ex cheated on him in the past.
Have we read this?
No. An ex of mine texted me out of nowhere, and ever since then, he's been convinced I'm cheating. He'll get upset if I'm in a man's likes on social media, start arguments out of nowhere, say he wants to leave me because I'm embarrassing him and that he can't trust me, but then later calms down, apologizes, and said we're not going anywhere. Then something I do triggers him, starts it all over again, and I feel like I constantly have to chase him and prove to him that I genuinely love and care about him and that I'm not cheating. He also never wants to hang with my friends, even though I'm around his friends all the time. That really matters to me because I love my friends and want whoever I'm with to be a part of that. I feel like this is such a red flag, but I also feel like if I leave, I'll regret it. He treats me so good, and if I leave him, I already know I'm going to fold and come back. And I don't want to get stuck in that toxic on and off cycle with him. I don't know if I'm giving too much grace or if I should just trust my gut. Would love y'all's honest opinion on this.
Girl, this is 3 months. You better let that man go.
Really?
Yeah, that's crazy. Already in 3
Right.
month time span, like at least show psychoism after like 6 months. 3 months, he's letting you know what it is.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
I think that the insecure stuff, it gets worse.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of insecure men. I really genuinely am scared of guys who like always want to accuse or like are, just thinking you're doing something, because I feel like they end up being crazy and then controlling, and then next thing you know, he beating your ass.
Yeah, and controlling is, and we really don't be saying let that man go all the time, but like I just feel like it's so early, and you don't want to get caught in a situation where you like years later down the line, and it literally progressively gets worse.
Right.
There are some situations where I know in a relationship I've been in before, like it took a minute to get it right, but that's not all the time though. You know what I'm saying? Like I am a fan of working with somebody, but these are tail signs. These are red flags. These really are red flags. And they're showing in 3 months. Like people usually can't hide past that facade after that 3 month time span.
Right,
That's why they say a lot of relationships in LA last for like 3 months, because after that third month, the wool is being like, you know what I'm saying? Removed. The mask slips.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it's only going to progressively get worse. And watching Instagram like my Instagram likes after 3 months is crazy. I didn't even do that in a relationship after like a year and a half.
I don't check likes.
Yeah. I mean, how do you do that for one? And then two, it's just like, no. That's something a female would do, honestly.
No, it definitely sounds very like insecure girlfriend coded. That shit, and that irritates me. I remember cussing somebody out over that, like you act like a damn girlfriend.
Yeah, like you acting like a right. Like I don't know. And then that builds negative traits in you. When they do those negative things, it'd be like it gets you out of character and out of your element. I mean, I don't know. It's 3 months. I run for the hills. If it was a little bit like later,
or I mean, if you don't feel like running for the hills, like obviously, like don't. But like you do need to mentally just be like, this is potentially something that I'm not going to be able to have like for a long period of time, and I need to mentally prepare myself for that. And also on top of mentally preparing myself, I need to see if these
red flags are getting progressively worse. And also, I would just, if you do really genuinely love and care for him and you really think it's something you want, have the conversation and just be like, you know, these are big red flags for me. And if they're going to continue, then this relationship is not going to work.
Yeah, she said his ex cheated on him in the past. An ex of mine texted me out of nowhere.
Therapy.
Yeah, but it's also like, don't fault me for some shit in the past. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
I don't know. I done been in that situation before, and I'm just telling you from experience. It don't get better.
Yeah.
It probably won't get better for a while.
Right.
Love you.
Bye.